Merry Christmas, everybody. Got a little bit of snow here in Lubbock, Texas. We go with about 6 inches. Look at that drift, man. Look how tall it is.
His neck might be red, but listen to what he said. Wheezy 63.
Isn't that cool? We live in a house that faces the north, and it's behind a big building. You want to walk with me while I go get my wife a newspaper? That'd be cool. We had the usual nuclear family Christmas. Go over to the in-laws' house. Eat a little dinner, man. There's ice all over the ground. ADD. Look at that drift. Whoa! I think I'm gonna get off the ice before I end up on my ice. Get it? Ice. Yeah. Alright. So anyway, my wife wants paper and wants me to drive and get it. So where was I? Oh, we got the usual nuclear family Christmas going on. Let's check out the eye. I'm so fucking ADD, y'all. Isn't it not cool? Got bubbles. It's like in the 30s right now. And yeah, doesn't feel too bad. Yesterday felt bad. I'm gonna bust my ass. Yesterday felt bad. Yesterday was freezing boys cold, and it like snowed, and then 5:30 in the morning when I went to work, excuse me, it was like a little blizzard. Literally, it was snowing like gangbusters. And I'm hoping on top. And I had to go to work, and going to work I have to use like 5 miles of highway, which is, you know, you wouldn't think too bad unless the wind's blowing. Shit, bust my ass. Unless the wind's blowing 40 miles an hour and it's snowing to beat the band. So I get on the highway, and I mean literally 5:30 in the morning, heading there, and ain't that a bitch? Heading there, and the chip truck. When I get to the on-ramp, there's a chip truck. More ice. That sorry. Trying to walk and talk and chew bubble gum at the same time, I think. Anyway, this chip truck is on the highway already, and he's just putting along like 20 miles an hour, and I'm putting along at 20 miles an hour. I just let him go by, because from the looks of it, there hadn't been no one else on the highway. And I decided if anybody was gonna be able to pack down a little bit of snow and help a brother out, well, it would be the big ass chip truck. So got in behind him, and the wind was whipping and it was moving us around, but I'm guessing he had the weight to take care of business. And since he was packing everything down, I just followed in his footsteps. And we just putted along. And I got to work. And the funniest thing about how good my crew is at work is we all showed up. All the people that had to be there at 6. And we were like ready for a boring day, and we were not disappointed. Now, we did have some comers that were supposed to be there at 7, and they just, like, one couldn't dig her van out, literally, because the snow was halfway up her door. And the other one was, I don't know, a little scared to drive. She drove a little bitty car, like an Escort or something. And kind of snowed her in. There is not a newspaper thing here. I'm gonna get pissed off. Anyway, so one of the guys went to get her, and he did good. I mean, he, you know, doing a good deed, going to get somebody. And son of a bitch. There's no newspaper stand. I wonder if there's one out in front of hers. He picked them up. He stays slid around a bit later. But when he got in the parking lot at work, the snow was so deep in the parking lot, shit. More ice. Ouch. The snow was so deep in the parking lot that he got stuck trying to park at work. All this driving all over town, he didn't get stuck. And he gets back to work and gets stuck. Yeah, you probably had to be there, but it seemed, what's the word for it? I can't think of the word for it. It's one of them fancy words. Ironic. Ironic. Gonna bust my ass. Huh. Damn. So, we get him unstuck. Ooh, check out this cool ice over here. And, y'all can see it yet. We get him unstuck, and he turns out when he was trying to open the back door to his car, when he was out and about, he cut his finger. Look at that big snowdrift. Anyway, he cut his finger pretty good. It wasn't really a cut. It was like a big big hunk of skin got tore off, you know. And he's bleeding. I won't say like a stuffed pig, but he is bleeding. And his thoughts are, I guess, he let it bleed and squeeze it a little bit and let it bleed some more. But, you know, kind of silly, but each their own. I did manage to talk him into letting me stick a Band-Aid on it and make it quit. He stuck flour on it. Somebody said, put flour on it, it'll quit bleeding. I need a newspaper. Voila. Here we are. So anyway, we're gonna get a paper. Another snow days. Let's see if it seems like it was. Check it out. That's what it looked like yesterday. Pretty cool. It was very cool. So anyway, we're dead dog slow, and my boss like, you do your thing, and you're only going to be here till 11:30 anyway. So how about, hey look, acorns. Happy squirrel. You do your thing, since it's so dead, and you go home at 11 anyway, you can go home. I was like, don't gotta twist my arm. So off I went. And it was a crazy little drive home. People are eating over at a restaurant over there. That's what that is. So I went home. The roads were still like, they were starting to come around a little bit, but only a little bit. And I decided rather than take the highway home, because it sleeted and then it snowed on top of that. I am not walking up on top of that. That would be what some stupid person would do, huh? Is that badass or what, though? Look at that. Another one of our little snow drifts. So where was I? So it had sleeted, and then it snowed on top of that. But it snowed 6 inches on top of that. Just walked in the water. So I was like, you know, screw this. So I took one of the side roads where, you know, less people had traveled and the road wasn't driven on so much. You know, there's a lot of snow, but the odds of getting rear-ended were like significantly lower. I liked that. That whole not getting hit thing was nice. Although I did have to stop and help a few people out. You know, there was one guy in a Jeep, not a four-wheel drive. It was one of those, you know, had the two-wheel on command kind of thing, and he didn't know how to drive. And the snow's 6 inches deep. Look at the ice. The snow's about 6 inches deep, and he's one of them young kids that probably lived here all his life and had never seen a snow like this. And this, you know, it very well be true. It's been years. So anyway, I get out, and he'd already spun himself a 1-foot hole, and I explained to him what to do. You know, the whole rocket back and forth, and don't take off going 100 miles an hour. Don't press the gas and get your wheels spinning and get sideways and don't get nowhere. And so I jump on the back bumper. He backed up, and I said, okay, now just put it in gear, give it a, just go boom, you know. And he did that, and he got up over his little hump, and I jumped off, and I said, don't even stop, go. And off he went, and give me a wave, and yeah, it was a good thing. It was a good thing. I drove about another 6 blocks, and sure enough, same thing at another corner, and it was a lady, and she was just stuck, spinning her wheels, not going nowhere. And I told her to back up just a little bit. Same thing. Got on that bumper and told her just put it in gear, go boom, and right when she got to the ice, I jumped down on it and got hung, and off she went and on her merry way. I figure it's my way of making up for a little help when I was young, didn't know how to do it. And you know, something about being older makes it where helping people with little stuff like that goes a long way in their lives, because you know, I didn't have to do it. I could be one of those people who giggle at people like that. I'm back at the house. Look at the little feet prints. So rather than, you know, giggle at people who are stuck, it's easier sometimes just to stop and help them and get it over with. let them get on their merry way in their merry day, and you know, give them a moment to think that, well, maybe we should all help each other out a little bit every now and again when we can. The whole day was like that around here in Lubbock. People helping the others, dragging each other out of the snow, pushing each other out of ruts. That's what Christmas was all about. All in all, it was a cool day. Made this morning, waking up on Christmas Day, all that much better to think that the folks who live near and or around me are for the most part like-minded. Again, and give the wiper paper. That little bird, he can have the last word.